Hi, this is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot, and today, right now, we're doing the Aquarius Tarot horoscope for the month of March. And this is the table where I use a horoscope diagram as a tarot diagram to get lots of information about your life. So what you're going to see on the screen now is this diagram. It's a circle. It has 12 segments divided inside the circle. Each one of those segments was labeled by the Babylonians with particular topics. So we're going to follow their ideas all the way around and get information about your money, your home, your family, your career, 12 different topics. So that's a lot of ground to cover. Number two, my friend has published this calendar for several years now. I try to get one every year. I think I've had one every year. So he kind of studies antiquities and ancient historical situations regarding spirituality. And so I just like to read what the heck is on this calendar. Right now I got here on March the 10th, Francis Israel Regardet dies, 1985. I'm sorry, I should have looked him up so I could tell you about him. I don't have any idea who that is. Now here's another sentence. In 1518, John D.E.E. and Edward Kelly call the Archangel Oriel, who appeared with instructions for making the holy table and the seal of God to enable them to communicate with angels. I didn't even know that was printed anywhere. In 1581, John D. and Edward Kelly call the Archangel Oriel, who appeared with instructions. She appeared with instructions for making the holy table. Does that mean an altar? And the seal of God to enable them to communicate with angels. That's what it says here. So God sent an angel down to them. Don't think it cannot happen, because it can, and it does every day. Okay, the cards have been blessed. They've been cut. They've been shuffled. And we are ready for Aquarius. Okay, okay. I certainly hope so. Voila. Okay, here we are. First house on this Astrology Tarot show is what you're thinking about right now. And so what do we get? We get a card of thinking. So here's the King of Swords. And he's thinking. Let me see what you're thinking about. So there's lots of activity in the air, mental activity in the air. So you got a problem or plans, because this is not a problem. It doesn't look to me like. It looks like the King of Swords is planning a party. That's what. Oh, maybe it's your St. Patty's Day party. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Okay, so we got parties going on the mind as far as I can tell right now. Second house is your money, your own money. We got the Page of Cups. Pages are always messengers. So what is he going to tell us? Oh, baby girl, baby boy. I think we did this last month, didn't we? Here's what happens to your money. There's just never enough, no matter what. Or you have suffered an unhappy investment, or you have loaned money, or you're somehow or another, your salary isn't keeping up with expenses. Well, that's everybody's challenge. It's challenge, except for the billionaires, you know. So you might have to sit with this for a little while and do the best you can, because that's all you can do. Okay. Third house is communication. That means emails, telephone calls, text messages, short trips, that kind of thing. Okay, we have a Queen of Money. Okay, so Queen of Money came up right next to that. Maybe it's going to improve here. Oh, we got the Queen of Cups. That means a lot of love. Then we have, oh my goodness, the Knight of Swords. What are y'all cooking up? Holy cow. Oh, huh. Well, I think. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say this has to do with raising money for something. Raising money for, because we have a whole team here of people. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands. So the Pentacles is money, and this person is, let's just say you want to raise money for a good idea, and this is a person, and this could be a woman, it doesn't have to be a man. This is a person who's going to discover a fairly unknown charity or good reason to give money away, and it's going to be wildly successful. Okay, it'll be really successful. So in your department of communication, y'all are cooking up a money raising idea, and it's going to be a success. So that's going good for you. Okay, fourth house is your home. Oh man, what is this? Okay, so you're guarding your home. Guarding your home means you're just protecting yourself and the people in it. And I don't think you're prepared to move at this moment. And you want to preserve what you've got. And this shaky money situation up here is causing you almost sleepless nights. Look, just go to work every day and do what you're supposed to do and let God take care of that. Because sometimes you have to let go and let God. And if you let go, guess what happens? Miracles. I mean it. Miracles. Okay, fifth house is romance, creativity, and children. Oh, baby. Okay, see where these 3 cups spilled over here? This is a disappointment you've had in romance right here. And it really was like a punch in the gut. It was a really sad punch in the gut. And what's happening is you're doing your best to try to recover. However, see, this person is still spending a lot of time on being lonely and depressed and feeling lost, feeling lost. However, you know what the billionaires want us to do? They want us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. Well, they own all the straps, all the boots. You know what I mean? So first you had 5 full cups, then 3 of them spilled over and wrecked your life. 2 of them still stand. So there's still enough left of you and your talents and resources for you to stand up and go to work every day and fight the good fight. Doesn't that sound like a movie? And if you will, count your blessings, because you still have 2 of these things left. And even though you feel like you have a big hole in your heart and a big hole in your body, you're still in there. And you have been happy in the past, and you can be happy in the future. So turn around and think about what you still have. What are you good at? You're still good looking? You still have a job? You still have friends? You still have a place to live? So count your blessings. Because when you count your blessings, you'll be able to sleep. That's the number 1 thing. And the number 2 thing is your life will begin to reflect the new thoughts of these blessings that you're reciting to yourself. Okay? And these blessings that you recite to yourself make these blessings come into even greater and more pertinent reality. Okay? 6th house is, what the heck is this? 6th house is work and health. No, okay, you want to leave your job like crazy. I mean, you just want to walk away, slam the door, and stomp off. Well, make sure you have another one at the end. And maybe it's time to make a clean slate. Okay, maybe it's time. All right, this is 6. Work and health. Well, this is you're walking away from work and you're walking away from health problems. So I don't think you have any health problems to walk away from, except you don't know what to do except get out of bed and trudge through it every day. Okay, so hang in there. Hang in. Okay, 7th house. Oh my goodness. Oh, 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Hey, where are you? Where are you, my marriage partner? Where? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? If you keep looking, you'll find. Okay? You might have to go through a lot of, might have to kiss a lot of frogs. And you might find a lot of people that aren't quite suitable. So it may be a long time, and I'm sorry I don't have any suggestions except to wander through every day and try to be happy. Oh my goodness. Because what you want is a partner. You want somebody who loves you. You want somebody you can count on. And you're feeling real empty right this minute. And there's really the only thing that can heal you is time. I am sorry. Okay. 9th house. Philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. Well, you got this in aces, as they might say, because you got the 9 of cups here. 9 of cups. Look at this person. Is she happy? Or he happy? He's smiling. Ooh, I'm so happy with myself. And he's got 9 cups up here. All full of love and money and the good things that people want for their lives. So what you've got in abundant supply is curiosity about spirituality, curiosity about travel, curiosity about expanding your education. So those things, you know what? If you followed one of the, well, let's just pretend you want to take a few more college courses. Let's just pretend. And that'll keep your mind occupied. And that'll give you something else to think. And while your mind is doing that, other things can happen back there. Okay? So if you're curious about spirituality, then look up spiritual stores online. See if you got one close by. Walk through there, or visit a church if that's more to your liking, and see how you like the various pastors at various locations. That'd be reasonable, wouldn't it? Then there's long distance travel. Well, there are alternative religions too. Okay, and what was I going to say? Travel. Because it means new experiences, new people, new exciting things to for one thing, it gets your mind off some misery and gives you new things to think about, which gives you a brighter outlook on the future, is what I'd say. So I think it would be a good idea to spend some time educating yourself or traveling if you can. You don't even have to go far. Just do little day trips. When I was a long time ago, newspaper used to print 1 tank trips, and the local journalist on the paper would, visit a place and then write a rendition of what it was like. So that's easy enough to do. So call me, I'll go with you. Okay. 10th house is career. Ready? Baby girl, baby boy, guess what? There is a plan. I promise you there is a plan. There is a plan. And this plan is in touch with you. And you can almost see it, feel it. It just hasn't taken shape yet. It doesn't have to be in your hometown. Wherever this place that you need to be at in your career, find the atmosphere you want, where you are respected and valued and even loved. That can happen. And you can live a happy life. Like college towns are full of activities, stuff to do. So don't worry. Somebody on your side is working on your behalf up there. I promise. Whew. Okay, 11th house is long-term plans and friends. And maybe in particular, friends from your places of employment that you've worked. Oh, yeah. What's the matter with this? What's the matter with this? Long-term plans. Oh, this is how you feel about long-term plans. Squabble, squabble, squabble. No. I don't want to stay here. It's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to... So you don't want to stay where you are. Your long-term plan is not going to take place where you are right at this employer in this city that you live in. Okay? You can wait till this goes away, but there's still going to be a part of you that's going to say, wonder what would have happened if I left. Okay? So, long-term plan. Now, people from previous employers That's when a friend who has a job similar to yours, you call her up and say, are they hiring at your place? And tell her what your title is, and do they need somebody in that capacity? And then all of a sudden, you have become a known entity, or at least a referral, rather than a stone cold face off the street. Okay? Now, 12th house is what you think about before you go to sleep, and I know you think about money. And are you got a side hustle? Or do you want to have a side hustle? A side hustle might be an artistic endeavor you like. Hey, you could be a freelance writer. See who picks up your stuff. You can ask publishers, are they accepting unsolicited manuscripts or whatever they're called? And they might say, yeah, and look at what we got 2 opportunities here. So there might be a side hustle that you've overlooked that you need to do a little more research on, because the research can take you all kinds of places. You know what, you turn on the computer and you fall into a rabbit hole. Isn't that what people call it? So you can fall into a rabbit hole, all right, but that opens up more rabbit holes. So there's a wealth of information there. I hope you can use some of it, okay? I hope you can use some of it. We're going to draw one last card here. Oh, but you still got a broken heart. Yeah, well, that means there's like no enthusiasm for anything, really. You just want to lay in bed and put your blindfold on and bawl. That's what this is all about. So I'm sorry. And so let's pick out the best cards. All right? Let's see how many cards of the major arcana we have. 1. So you're looking for a partner. And this has to do with your career. So there's something going on that's calling you in a particular direction. So research anything that is sort of rummaging around in there, okay? Then you got this, which may indicate a side hustle, or it may indicate that there are opportunities that you're not seeing. Because remember, your subconscious is we're not aware of it during our waking life. It kind of, the dreams are said to nudge our subconscious and give us little clues, but I don't really remember my dreams very much, do you? So this might be your way out of your situation, is to listen to your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, your telepathic mind, your intuitive mind. Okay? Because you can do it. All right. Love you. Mean it. Bye. This is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot and her dog. I forgot his name. I can't remember anything. Toby. He's a corgi. He's funny. Anyway, thanks for listening. Love you. Mean it. Bye.